Yeah.
Sure, you better for the 5 second.
I just don't want to interrupt in the middle. Better do it at the beginning.
I like how we're placating with Joe Food.
And it's free.
All good.
I think these are my favorite.
Which one do you want? Green.
No, this is mine. Okay, it works.
They work.
Okay, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. We'll let you know.
Do they?
Alright, well, so thank you so much for coming, you guys. I can't even really thank you enough for showing up today. It's really like, it'll sink in later how much this means to me. And I won't get
Emotional?
Emotional. So, gross. This is not an emotional place. Okay, so how this started and why we're doing this. Back in 2020, I had this kind of idea come in, like right when COVID hit, that I had all these friends who were kind of in corporate jobs, feeling a little bit unfulfilled creatively. And I was like, I have so many talented friends and coworkers and colleagues and like a second tier of people that I worked with, vendors, etc. Like, let me just get them all on the phone and see what we have in common and like see what we can do together. Like, we have an agency basically in my circle, right? And I didn't do it. We moved to Hawaii. We had what I call my first retirement. We had our gorgeous baby, we got married, bought a house, moved. So we've had a lot of life. And then I was doing a 2 a.m. feed like I do every night of my life. And this dropped in like really strongly, this silly name of Jumping Bee Magic Collective. And that like I was ready to kind of lead this type of thing. So that's where this came from. I was very like resistant to this type of thing, which is why I needed to do it, right? Like out of my comfort zone. What do you need, baby girl? So the why is this, right? My creative life energy has no limits. Creativity is a need. But social media is real life. I do not translate well on social media. I know this. I don't like social media. I don't like messing with it. But it is kind of like such a piece of our lives from a marketing perspective. So anybody trying to do anything on their own or as a side hustle, like it's kind of the place that people have to go, right? And then my connector, all of my work in lots of little different side fields that I've done have all been about connecting lots of people to create something really cool. And lots of talented people, right? A lot of them in this room. Do you want to come up here with Mama? Okay.
Yeah, that was very clear.
Yeah. You like the spotlight. Probably more than Mama. Yeah. So this is what lights me up. It gives me energy. Like I said before I got here today, like why would I choose to do something like this today? This is really hard, but it does bring me a lot of energy. It gives a lot back. And it's a great lift while I'm with this little one most of my time. She's now asking for milk. Yes. We're not doing milkies up here, sorry. Yeah, I know. We get home. So this is the manifesto, and this is, yes, my love. I'm not nursing you right now, I'm sorry. You go to Papa? Yeah, you run around.
You said the present father.
So this kind of came in the next day, like really easily wrote this out. I won't read the whole thing to you, but this image image also kind of captures like the frequency of what we're building. Like, we don't know where it's leading. It looks like a lot of fun to get there. And we're just starting on the path. So how will it work? Obviously you're in person, but this is mostly an online collaborative. They are contagious.
Turns out, there's 3 of them.
It's primarily an online collaborative. We meet once a month. So really, like, your commitment to this is a 90-minute, 60 to 90-minute call a month. Like, that's really what I'm asking kind of is the baseline. And each meeting will have a few members spotlighted. So we'll do a few intros today so you get a flavor of what those intros kind of feel like. And we'll put our shingle out for creative projects from small businesses, individuals, and startups. So eventually we'll kind of build this out so that people are getting work in from outside. And I really want people to get to know each other's skill set so that you can kind of recommend each other for other jobs and like pull people into your side jobs. And then anybody who doesn't want paid project work will act as a collaborator. So you have your hands full with kiddos and with, you know, full-time work. Like, you are a collaborator in those meetings. So you get to, you know, comment, give feedback, give critique on projects that you may not have been exposed to. So $20 a month membership to start, and transparent use of funds. So I really want this to be like a self-sustaining thing. So like that first couple of months, like those funds go into creating that website that is gonna like proliferate out through social media, right? And then the membership splits into 2 types. So that collaborator level will probably be less than $20 a month, and then it'll go to the people who are getting paid work will be a contributor, and then it'll go a little bit more. So that'll kind of like split out when it's paid. And then I played with this idea of like some version of hours baked into the collective. So like, for example, Heather drove all the way up here from Nevada. She's putting hours into taking the headshots today and then doing the editing. So like, she would have hours into the collective bank. And so if she had a project where she needed some graphic support, right, then you are putting hours into her project, and so it gets to be a little bit of like a shared resource kind of situation. Membership benefits, we talked about some of this. So this is another one that I think is really cool, is like, if you, for example, like Leah, I'm gonna put you on the spot, like Leah's interested in getting into event planning, right? And that's not her core background, but if there was an event that came in that she wanted to be the creative director on, then potentially there'd be other event planners in the group that could support her as an advisor. So she's not feeling like, oh, I'm just going out on my own and trying to do something I've never done before without any experience kind of back. So that's the idea of we'll have like a creative director and an account manager on every project. And it may not be something that you've ever done before, but hopefully like the collective energy behind that will be the breadth of experience to bring those projects. And then gain support in left brain skills. I have a pretty even split of both. I'm not the most creative person by any means, and I'm not the most like left brain person, but I've done a lot of design ops support. That's how I know you on. And so like working with designers and kind of pulling all those skill sets together is one of my strong suits, and making sure that people feel supported to do all those things that designers are not necessarily naturally good at. Website presence and links, we talked about that a little bit, and that's what these awkward pictures are about. We're gonna put headshots on the website, so it'll be a really nice searchable directory of like, you know, I'm looking for somebody with graphics support, and then you can just take that to your website. Like, we're not looking to, as jumping bean, we're not looking to like take freelance projects and take any cut of that. Like, if it's a one-person job, that's great. Like, go run with it. If it's something you want to bring in and get feedback on and like get a little bit of support, then we'll work out the logistics on that, right? And then share projects with the collective. So this is also just like, I don't always love sharing shit on social media, and I really, you know, sometimes just do like some silly thing. I do a lot of like family albums for my family, and like a lot of like really kind of in-depth projects like that I don't really share out. other places, but it's nice to just be witnessed in those creative activities without feeling like, oh, I need to get a certain amount of attention or likes from it, but just like have other people notice it, things that you're spending a lot of time on. And then you can kind of say like, I'm here for critique, I'm here for just support and resources, or I need a skill set gap filled, or I'm here for witnessing. Sign up today.